What it is, what it ain't. Dry humping. Episode 15. I suspect this is going to be a dry humping quickie. Not a lot going on in the world right now. And I don't want to Delta variant you guys to death, but everything in and around the news right now is mostly around the Delta variant. We're going to touch on it. I don't want to live there. So we'll probably be extra in and out today. We'll see how it goes. First and foremost, we got to talk vaccines. I'm still encouraging people to go get vaccinated. People in my family who aren't vaccinated, go do that. Vaccination numbers are going up. We're seeing that. The reason why, I'm always happy to see the numbers go up, but I saw that Sean Hannity and a few other people on Fox News started giving the vaccination a thumbs up and giving their testimony about how they're vaccinated, and they encourage their viewers to go get vaccinated. We saw a spike in vaccinations. Good on them. We appreciate you doing that. The greater society does. But what does that say about people? That's my other question from that. If you have been sitting on anti-vaccination for this long, and all of a sudden some Fox News host from a desk somewhere say, hey, it's okay, I got mine, and now you run out to get yours, that's still scary. The fact that someone has that much power over that many people, just, hey, I went and got it, you guys do it, and now people are like, oh, okay, Sean Hannity did it, it must be okay. That's a lot of power for Sean Hannity. Let's just hope he doesn't wield it irresponsibly. And we're going to leave it at that. Let's move on. Last week, Mississippi's district attorney turned to the Supreme Court to try to overturn Roe v. Wade. We knew this was coming for a long time, that they wanted this case to go to the Supreme Court. Mississippi has made the first move. It's looking like the timeline is they're going to start hearing arguments on it late fall, early winter, or late winter, early spring. And we'll probably have a resolution on it sometime around June of next year. So, not a lot to talk about right now, just it's going to the Supreme Court, it looks like. We'll see if they decide to hear the case. And if they do, it's going to be interesting to see. Simone Biles has decided to pull out of the Tokyo Olympics. She pulled out of the team competition after having a mishap on a vault. She got lost in the air and didn't really know where she was twisting to. And she has now decided that she does not want to compete in the all-around individual. So Simone Biles is out of the 2020 Olympics. Do we still call them 2020 Olympics even though it's 2021? Simone Biles is out of the Tokyo Olympics. I feel bad for her. It's sad that she's going through this mental trauma, whatever she's going through mentally right now during the Olympics on the biggest stage. I thought Simone Biles has been competing in the Olympics since 2012. I was wrong. We saw her on the Olympic stage for the first time in 2016. And she's been kicking ass in gymnastics on the world stage pretty much since then. A lot of times we don't pay attention to gymnastics unless it's in the Olympics. But she's been out kicking ass in national championships, world championships, gymnastic cups. And it looks like she's kind of going through the yips right now. She had a few mishaps in the qualifying that were not something you're used to seeing Simone Biles go through. Stepping out of bounds and awkward landings on some of her flips. And it just wasn't the Simone Biles we were used to seeing. And unfortunately, it all came to a head on the biggest stage. She feels like she needs to back out, take some mental time off, get herself mentally right. And if we never see her compete again, thank you for the memories. You are still the GOAT. And it's not the blaze of glory we wanted her to go out in. We wanted her to go out showered in gold medals. And that's not going to happen. And that is okay. I wish her the best. This young lady has so much life in front of her, and she is a pioneer for gymnastics, for young black girls who want to get in gymnastics. So even though this may be the last time we see her compete, I feel like we're still going to see a lot more of Simone Biles moving forward. And I wish her the best. Let's move on. For those of you who are watching right now, yes, you're reading this headline correctly. And if you're not watching, the headline reads, Woman seeking legal action after being called Boonquisha in a Facebook post made by a North Carolina Honda dealership. That is right. This young lady, Trinity Bethune, went to a dealership, wanted to get herself a new whip, purchased a 2016 Honda. She left the dealership. She went home that night, checked out the dealership's Facebook because they took a picture of her. She probably wanted to see, hey, let's see what they put up there. They put me and my new car on Facebook. And they did. But instead of the post saying, congratulations, Trinity Bethune, on your new purchase of a Honda, it said, congratulations, Boonquisha, on your purchase of a Honda. Boonquisha. Boonquisha, however you want to pronounce it. The person who put that post up, the dealer who she dealt with that day, has since been fired. She is still seeking legal action, citing that every time she makes a payment on that car, she has to be reminded of being humiliated on their website, being called Boonquisha. And I completely feel her. I absolutely feel her. Go sue them. That is ridiculous. Like her brother said in the story, that takes time and effort. You had to go type out Boonquisha. No one has Boonquisha in their autocorrect. And if they do, it's probably someone who makes way too many black racist jokes. So, absolutely go sue them. Absolutely, you go after them for the trauma that's caused you. And that's bullshit. People got to do better. We have to do better, people. We have to do. Boonquisha. Like, someone thought that was funny. I'm going to back off that because I said this is going to be a dry humping quick, and I could just spend 15 minutes here just screaming, really? So, yeah, let's move on. And this is an exclusive. This is not, I wasn't even going to do video for this. This ain't a sports show. This ain't a sports show. This ain't a sports topic. NBC, y'all can kiss my whole, you know what. What the hell is this whole thing about Team USA basketball only showing up on Peacock, the app? If you want to see Team USA basketball, there is no watching them on television channels. I stayed up last night till 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, okay, Team USA comes on at 12:45. Let's get it. I'm up. I'm watching this. 1 o'clock in the morning, I see Mike Tirico bald-headed ass up there giving me an update. Team USA is handling Iran. Show us. We can't even get a live highlight. We ain't get a look in. We saw Kate Ledecky swim the 1,500 meters about 5 times last night in a 3-hour span. Y'all kept showing her in the pool, but apparently NBC doesn't want to show the Team USA basketball on the network because they want people to pay for it. A, that's racist. B, do you guys forget why so many people in this country love basketball? Let me remind you, it started somewhere around 1992, about 30 years ago, 29 years ago, with the Dream Team. That is when I fell in love with basketball. One of my first sports memories is the Dream Team. You're going to deprive a kid of that somewhere because their parents don't want to subscribe to Peacock? You can suck my